everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Passioknit Kelsie and welcome to this very passionate vlog. As you can see, today I am wearing my newly finished Brain Stew pullover. I ran it through the wash and dried it just in a regular load of laundry. So let me show you. It held up extremely well, of course. I do think that it like settled down, but just barely. It's like the teeniest bit more drapey. It did develop a little bit of a halo. If you can see that, it got a little bit fuzzy in there, but I like that, so that's cool. I did not put it in any kind of bag, garment bag, what are those called? Those like mesh protective bag thingies that you can put them in and then so they don't get caught on anything or whatever. I think all the stitches are settling in. They are realizing that this is their forever shape and they're living it up. Let me just show you guys a full picture. I do think that the sleeves got a teeny bit longer, which is great. They're right at the wrist now, so the zipper collar situation looks pretty well the same. I feel great. Seeing it fully done and wearing it is just awesome. I love the colors even more. I also braided my hair yesterday so that we could get a full look. And I love this. I think it matches my vibes very well. Would you agree? Definitely making me want to make myself more wearables. But anyway, it is the end of October. This video comes out on October 31st. Happy Halloween, oh my gosh. I hope you have a very fun and safe day and eat at least one piece of candy, okay? Yes. My plan is to just go back into work mode. The end of the month drop has already happened. I packed all my orders, took them to the post office. I sold out of tote bags, so I don't have any merch orders, and now my website is empty, so we need to fill it back up. I have a couple whips that I've been working on. Oh. This is empty. There it is. First of all, this scarf. This scarf has kind of been my casual background project. I've been keeping it in the car with me whenever we drive places like the grocery store or errands, whatever. I only have 2 skeins of this, currently clearly running out of the first one. And I already decided that I'm just going to keep knitting this scarf until I'm out of yarn, and then that'll be it. So there's something we can work on. Other than that, I have this whip, which you've seen before, this bag, that I had hoped to get done before the drop happened, but here we are. I wasn't even close. I mean, look at it. Very nice color palette, kind of matching my scarf, actually. Love that. It's starting to get cold, and that is influencing my color palette choices and project choices. So, as of right now, the project that is calling me the most is this scarf, I think. It's just a bigger needle size, the yarn is a lot softer, and that's what I want to work on. So, I'm going to start this. At the very least, I want to work through the rest of this skein. I don't think it's going to take very long. So, let's get to work.
Oh, it must suck to suck. Oh, it looks like it's all even Stevens.
If I show up and my move...
I have to change my hair.
And what was our time?
Wow.
If I show up and my movers did this, I'm gonna be upset. I'm
Are you two supposed to do with the studio apartment? The bathroom
allergic to anything.
Strong as a pole. I'm not allergic to anything.
It's gone. Way faster and easier than I thought it was going to be. So we're just going to keep these vibes going. This is how long it is with one skein. So if we do 2 skeins, obviously it should be double the length, which is great. Although at this point, I do need to decide if we are going to add tassels or not. Because if we are going to add tassels, I need to cut them first so that we can then use just the rest of the yarn completely. That is the goal of this project. I've made this scarf both with tassels and without tassels, but honestly, I think that I like it better with tassels. Just gives it that nice little pizzazz on the ends. And I also love adding tassels so that I don't ever have to weave in this end. I could just leave it out. So I guess tassels is the decision, but how long do we want them to be? That's pretty long. That's pretty long for a tassel. I think we could shorten her up a little bit. I wonder if there's an average tassel length. Currently, it's at 8 inches. I'm gonna Google it. To be fair, this is like the AI generated answer, but it says for fringe tassels, generally, they're made between 3 to 4 inches long for most scarves, shawls, or sweaters. Okay, so 8 is a lot. Let's pull it back to 6. See how I like that? 6 inches. Yeah, okay. I can get with that. 6-inch tassels, which means we need to cut 12 inches because I'm going to fold them in half, loop-de-loop them on, you know. The number of tassels that you cut is usually the same number of stitches that you've cast on because you want to put 1 tassel in each stitch on the bottom of the scarf, or at least that's what I do. 25 stitches each end, so I need to cut 50 tassels. 50 tassels. All right, here we go. We've cut 50 tassels at 12 inches a piece. So now we're free to continue knitting this scarf. I'm just gonna keep going until I completely run out of this yarn here, and then we can put all the tassels on. I don't actually know if I would be able to finish it all in one day, in one sitting, because I've been working on that scarf just so randomly in spots and on and off. It might be possible. I guess we're just gonna do it. We'll see how long it takes exactly. Okay, been working for a little bit. Let me see. This is the seam where I've started the new yarn, but we're coming up on dinner time and we have some plans. So I'm gonna have to put this down, go eat some dinner and come back. There is still a very considerable amount of yarn left. So yeah, I don't think we'll be finishing this tonight. Hello. We are continuing today's vlog by wearing another sweater, except for this one is crochet. I always forget about this sweater. I need to wear it more often. And after knitting myself the brain stew pullover, I think I'm gonna try to work more knit and crochet pieces into my wardrobe, into my rotation. I wear this rarely because I like it a lot and I'm afraid of ruining it, but it has survived thus far. It is very fuzzy. Same with the brain stew pullover. I just washed this in the washing machine with all my regular clothes. And so far so good, so. I think that as my knit and crochet wardrobe grows and I have more pieces in my closet, then I'll be definitely more inclined to wear them because right now I'm still afraid. Anyway, last night after our dinner plans, we actually decided to go hang out. So I didn't get any more work done after where the video cut yesterday. So we still have scarf to work on. We still have the beginnings of a bag. I would like to get a little bit more done today than I did yesterday. Current vibe of this yarn is still pretty full. I mean, it's starting. It's starting to disappear. So guys, I think I've decided that I will not do a drop in December. I'm just going to do a November drop. I'm not going to do a combination of sorts like I was kind of toying with. Just going to do a regular end of the month drop in November and then get ready for December and focus on Vlogmas and Christmas and spending time with my family, making Christmas presents, stuff like that. Especially since I'm planning to restock and release new merch. The end of the year is going to be quite a busy time. Another thing, I don't know if I've talked about it in my vlogs, but I have talked about it in live streams. I was sort of looking around for a yarn advent calendar, something fun that we could open every day during Vlogmas. I even asked on my Instagram story if anybody knew of any advent calendars and had any recommendations. And so far, I haven't really found any that I am interested in. There's been a couple, but most of them were mini skeins, which is just a small amount of yarn. And also a lot of them were sock yarn. I say a lot, but I only saw like 2 or 3 from like small business hand dyers. And I'm not really interested in sock yarn. I don't make socks. In my mind, I was hoping to find like a fully stocked 24-day hand-dyed worsted weight skein to open every single day and then like make a project with it. Probably mostly beanies. And I know that would be expensive, but I can't really seem to find one. So unless I put it together myself, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I tell you this because whenever I asked for yarn advent calendars on my Instagram story, like 95% of the answers were just people being like, OMG, if you find one, let me know. So yeah, I haven't found any. Is it lunchtime?
Me when it's lunchtime? Oh, no, spaghetti. No. Ooh, Chase bar.
Eat it up, eat it up. Yeah, let's go get some food.
Here we go!
We're having a split lunch day where we each get to have our favorite food. We've already picked up my everyday Thai order, and Caesar is going to get his Five Guys, and then we're going to drive home and eat lunch together. We do this every once in a while, and I think it's a fair compromise because I don't really like Five Guys, and Caesar does not really like everyday Thai, so we both get exactly what we want. Of course, I brought my scarf, working on it diligently. I think we could finish it today.
This nice, a little bit more kind of like retro or vintage rhythm. It just makes this a super popular tune-up for projects that I'm working on. I've seen this one out in the wild too. So you get this nice kind of vintage looking feel, or maybe not that premium comfort color stripe.
we have a scarf. It's done, it's officially done. I finished it last night and I finished it at like 9:30 p.m. It took me all day, so didn't do anything else. Let me show it to you. This is one knit scarf cast on 25 stitches. I used 2 full skeins of Bernat Forever Fleece. Knit garter stitch with 8mm needles, just back and forth until you run out of yarn. Plus we have tassels. Yes, look at them. What do you think? Huge fan of the tassels myself. I think it makes the scarf just look so cute. Yeah, so cute. I mean, hello. This is definitely one of my favorite scarves to wear, not necessarily to make, because oh my gosh, it took forever. I've made one of these at least 3 to 4 times at this point, and I always forget how long they take to make because it's so simple. Like the scarf itself is such a simple item, but this one took, what, 4 days? 2 days probably like on and off messing around, and then 2 days of full focus. So yeah, not necessarily my favorite thing to make, but definitely one of my favorites to wear because of the yarn. It's so soft. The tassels, so cute. It's super warm, and because of like the yarn and the size of needles that we used, the drape on this is really, really good. You know, you see that? It's not stiff at all. So, love it. Happy that it's done. I'll include this guy in the November drop at the end of the month. Now that this is done, we are free to work on our bag now. Although I think this is definitely going to be another full day project. And I've got other things to do. I really need to get this video done. I didn't expect the scarf to take that long. I should have known, but I nearly always underestimate the length of time a project takes in my mind. I guess I could work on it just a bit. I guess since I'm not doing a December drop, if I would like to make anything Christmas themed, I'm going to have to make it this month. I've heard a lot of people talking about crochet Christmas ornaments, but I don't know if I've actually seen any. So I might look into that. I think maybe a couple vests could be fun, some crochet vests. Just like the crochet sweater vest that I made myself last year, the granny stitch one. I don't know what else. I've made stockings before, but I don't really enjoy the process, so I think that's out. We will just have to see. I am hoping that November is going to be a great month. I mean, of course, I hope every month is a great month, but November is important. It sets us up for December, which is a crazy month. Anyway, guys, I think it's about time to wrap this video up. If you watched this on the day that it came out, happy Halloween to you. I hope you had a fun and safe time. I'm sorry that I didn't do anything spooky or Halloween themed, but you know what we did do? We made a scarf. And apparently that's all we're gonna do. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope that you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me in the future. If you are a member on this channel, keep an eye out because I am going to do a members only early release for some merch. It's probably going to happen within the next week or two. So like I said, keep an eye out. I'll make a post and I will probably do a members only live stream. So you might want to hit the bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss it. Other than that, that's all I've got for you guys. So I'll see you next time. Bye.